Hey everybody, Donkey Storm here, and I just got done playing some Resto Shaman on the 9.2 PTR. And in this video, we're going to look at the Resto Shaman tier set, the double legendaries, talk about where I think Resto Shaman will fall in the meta when 9.2 hits, at least in the Mythic Plus world. And I also want to tell you guys why I think, despite having a fairly underwhelming tier set, I think Resto Shaman stocks are actually going to be going up in Mythic Plus when 9.2 drops. As always, if you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to see more WoW content. Alright, let's get started. Okay, so first things first, let's take a look at the Shaman tier set and talk about what it does. It all revolves around the Chain Heal ability, an ability which up until now hasn't really seen a ton of use in Shadowlands, and I guess Blizzard wants this sort of iconic Shaman spell back on the board. The 2-set bonus makes it so that any critical healing you do with any spell increases the crit chance of your next Chain Heal by 2%, stacking up to 50 times. The 4-set bonus makes it so that when you use Chain Heal, it reduces the cooldown of one of your totems by 2 seconds. This can affect any totem that is currently on cooldown. And in addition to that, Healing Stream, Healing Tide, Mana Tide, and Spirit Link can also all cast Chain Heal when you drop them. So someone at Blizzard really wanted to see some Chain Heals going out in 9.2, like badly. The set was actually recently reworked too, and in the original version, the 2-set just added a 30% crit chance to the original Chain Heal when cast on a target with Riptide. The explanation for this was that this way we wouldn't feel obligated to spam Chain Heal to get value out of the set, but with the cooldown reduction attached to the Chain Heal, that still kind of remains the case. Alright, so just to get a look at this in action here, I'll cast some healing waves on myself, and hopefully I'll start critting sometime this year. Come on, don't leave me hanging. I guess I need more crit. Don't mind me, just making a video. Okay, so here we go. Heal the soul. So I'm getting this stacking debuff. See, it's up to 2 stacks, 4%. And then once my Chain Heal actually crits, that buff will get consumed. So up to 6%. Let's just try a Chain Heal. Maybe we'll get lucky. And we did. So it did crit and it did consume the buff. So then that's the 2-set. The 4-set. Let's put some totems down. Here's a Cloud Burst. So you can see a Chain Heal go out there. We'll put down a Spirit Link. We're gonna get some more. Oh, my Spirit Link's on cooldown. Let's reduce that with Chain Heal. It's at 45 seconds. There, it went down to 43. So I guess that time it did my Cloud Burst. So you can't tell which totem will be affected by the cooldown reduction. So I'm just spamming Chain Heal right now to get that, try and get my Spirit Link down. And it is going down. It's also, it seems to be kind of splitting time with my Cloud Burst. Let's put Mana Tide down. You can see another Chain Heal goes out when that happens. So Spirit Link's about to be ready from that cooldown reduction. That was definitely not 50 seconds of time. So here you go, Spirit Link, and boom, Chain Heal goes out. So that's what the sets look like when they're happening. Anyway, I had a chance to test this out in a few Mythic Plus dungeons at the plus 15 level, at the 9.2 plus 15, not the current plus 15 level, and see how it felt. And while it was a bit awkward because my PTR UI situation is not even close to ideal, and my pug groups had no idea how to deal with the new seasonal affix, which was literally just added to PTR at this time, I think I got a pretty good idea of how the tier set works. So I attacked these dungeons with the conscious idea that I needed to use Chain Heal. Normally I could pretty easily go through an entire dungeon and not use Chain Heal at all, so this was definitely an adjustment, and to be honest, it didn't really feel that great. Chain Heal just felt like it had too long a cast time for the healing it did, required people to be somewhat close to each other to get a lot of value out of it, and it always felt like using Riptide or Healing Surge would have just been an easier and faster option. There were times when some big crits got off and I could really see the Chain Heal do some work. And I will say that in the end, Chain Heal ended up being 3rd for healing spells on my details, so it was definitely getting some work done. And I was for sure adjusting to the Chain Heal playstyle over time, but I can't say it felt natural or even necessarily good to add the spell heavily into my healing rotation. The cooldown reduction felt a little underwhelming as well. It's a little awkward that they tuned the 2 set to encourage not spamming chain heal, but the only way you're going to get value out of the 4 set is sort of by spamming chain heal. Not the biggest of deals really, since I don't really feel myself just needing Spirit Link Totem a little bit faster all that often, but I'm sure there will be some moments in M+ where a Spirit Link that otherwise would have been on CD will save the day, so it's not all bad. So I guess we're going to have to learn to live with squeezing in some chain heals to benefit from this stuff. But it did feel a little bit strange. At the moment, I really like playing Resto Shaman because it feels really fast-paced. You're throwing out Riptides, healing surges, and just squeezing in every ounce of damage you can in between those. And for whatever reason, Chain Heal just sort of mucked it up and made it feel kind of clunky. So let's get into some of the good stuff, which is the double legendaries. In 9.2, we're going to get a belt that acts as your Covenant legendary regardless of your active Covenant, plus 1 additional non-Covenant legendary. I ran Kyrian, so the Vesper Totem legendary, along with Deep Tremor Stone, and I have to say, I felt like this combo was amazing. On pulls where I got to use my Earth Elemental and my Vesper Totem at the same time, I was absolutely blasting AoE, and it was a ton of fun. It's nice that Deep Tremor is a set it and forget it kind of spell, while Vesper Totem does require a little bit of management, but this all boils down to even more passive damage for Shaman, and passive damage is exactly what healers want to have in Mythic+. Big nerfs coming down for Holy Paladins, but no nerfs yet anyway. Coming to Vesper Totem, I feel pretty confident in saying that Resto Shaman is going to be the top dog for the healer damage standpoint, and we've all learned how important that spot is when it comes to the Mythic+ meta. I am really, really looking forward to running this combination of legendaries when 9.2 goes live. So where does this leave Resto Shaman and the rest of the meta for Mythic+, with an underwhelming tier set but a really strong double legendary combo? Well, you kind of have to look across the field of healers to get a feel for it. Holy Paladins are getting some sizable nerfs, and I think it's really going to open things up for other healers to fill the void. Since Vesper Totem has been left untouched and Shaman are already considered somewhat of a close second in 9.1.5, it's natural to think they're likely going to be looking like the new S-tier healer. While some of the other healing specs have received sizable buffs in both the damage and healing department, they're mainly aura buffs that don't really address the main reasons that those specs are not as desirable in Mythic+, and that's the fact they lack passive damage. And while you never know, some crazy Covenant double legendary tier set combo might propel one of those specs to the top of the heap. I'm not seeing it yet. So feel good, Shaman. You're looking like an absolute healing beast in 9.2. But that's just like my opinion, man. What do you think? Am I missing something about the chain heal set, or is there a double legendary combo you think I should have tried? Let me know in the comment section below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.